Welcome to Meta News. This is the Blanco business segment, and tonight we're going to talk a little bit about layering your businesses. Maybe not necessarily your businesses, but if you have a business, you may have different arms to that business. You may have management, you may have banking trust, you may have any type of instrumentality attached to your business in order to preserve and protect your assets. So typically, people normally start a business as a sole proprietor. Normally, they may move into an S corp. I'm sorry, a LLC first. LLCs can be modified and transferred into an S corp once they start making a certain amount of money. That's when it become advantageous, unless of course you know how to structure an S corp using equity funding, and that's another topic. But other companies are like corporations, full scale corporations, what they call C corps. So basically, in trying to get you to understand how you could layer a business, let's say for instance you do have an LLC and you decide that you want that LLC to be owned by a trust. So you would form a trust, and that trust would be for the purpose of holding all the assets safely inside that trust, even though the LLC is working in the public. So you would change the nature of the LLC and transfer all the interest of the LLC to the trust, and then the trust holds that LLC, although that LLC is now existing for the purpose of benefiting the trust. And you could have different types of entities, even a nonprofit organization. Some people even use, 504 for the purpose of starting a church and ministries, and a different type of ministries on like 508. And these 504 numbers and 508 numbers are series that you will find in the IRS manual to identify how that business is recognized in the public. And so when you're thinking about starting a business, once again, typically we start out as a sole proprietor because we don't have a separation between our own personal assets and the business. And once we do that, we end up, having an EIN number, which separates, the social security number from the business, even though the social security number for certain businesses is still used as a guarantor for whoever the president of that company may be, until that company gets enough credit to where the banks will separate the liability from you and the company. So again, tonight I just want to share with you some ways that you would layer your business. And when I spoke of a trust, I was speaking really in terms of a holdings trust, or a private trust that holds all the property and the interest in that business, so that it really belongs to the trust and not the business. And the business would have just really taken on a managerial role for the purposes and intent of that trust, which operates for its beneficiaries. But that's how you will hold your business and all the stuff that belongs to your business, or what we call property, in the trust. Thank you for making Meta News your source for business news, and tune in and see us on Instagram as well as on our YouTube page. Good night.